There is a very interesting new poll from Fox News that shows Trump losing just about everything and Republicans losing a whole bunch of stuff in November. Now, normal caveats. One poll doesn't tell us anything. We don't go by the polls. We go by votes, which is why no matter what the polls say, you go and vote. Fox News polling is not the same as Tucker Carlson, right? Fox News polling is actually quite well rated. And the actual field work for Fox News polling is done by other companies that are hired by Fox News. So Fox News polling is relatively good. Okay, what does this poll say? Well, first of all, incumbent Republican senators are losing significantly in Arizona and North Carolina. Donald Trump is losing nationally and in some key battleground states. But let's be thorough here. First of all, is the methodology of this Fox News poll solid? It is. It's very popular to say, who's picking up landlines these days? These polls they're only talking to landlines. Wrong. This is a poll mostly of cell phones with some landlines. It distinguishes between their overall sample and the fine-tuned likely voter model, which has a 3.5 point margin of error. That's normal and to be expected. So the methodology is good. On Trump versus Biden, among likely voters, Joe Biden is up 49-40. Among registered voters, Joe Biden is up 49-39. So that's very close. The fact that it's not a big difference between registered voters and likely voters suggests that the people who are actually planning to vote are roughly representative of all adults who are registered to vote. Now, on the issues, Donald Trump in this poll is still winning on the economy, but just barely. In some polls, Trump is now losing on the economy. In this one, he's winning, but only by 45-44. And he's losing on every other major issue. Trump is losing by 1 to Biden on who would better deal with China. Trump is losing by 5 to Biden on who would better handle policing and criminal justice. And on coronavirus, which is in poll after poll, the issue for voters, Donald Trump is trailing Joe Biden by 17. Let's now look at those Senate numbers, because as many of you are emailing me, correctly assessing, almost as important at changing the figurehead at the top, meaning the president, is looking at taking the Senate from Republicans so they can stop putting in judges, so that they can stop obstructing sensible reforms to so many aspects of our economy and our society and our country. So there's a few really good Senate numbers for Democrats. In Arizona, we've got Democratic challenger Mark Kelly up against incumbent Senator Martha McSally. Mark Kelly is leading by 17 among likely voters, 56-39. Just one poll. You want to take an average of polls to get a more precise assessment. But plus 17 is a shocking number in a state that was a red state for a long time. Now, the numbers for North Carolina Senate are from a different Fox News poll, also released yesterday. The Democratic challenger there is Cal Cunningham, leading the incumbent Republican Senator Tom Tillis by 6, 48-42. Now, that's still going to be an uphill battle. The challenger being below 50 means that when you have 10% of the electorate saying, I'm either undecided or third party, often they will coalesce around the incumbent. So that we have to fight that one. But it is a great sign just 2 months out in North Carolina. And then stunning numbers from Wisconsin, where Donald Trump is now down by 8 in this poll, 50-42. Remember that in 2016 in Wisconsin, it was less than 1 point separating Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. I think it was about 0.7, 0.8. Donald Trump, of course, ultimately winning in Wisconsin. And that was one of the places where Monday morning quarterbacking the election, we heard frequently, Hillary didn't even go to Wisconsin. Fair criticism at the time, among others. We will see Joe Biden in Wisconsin, I believe today, if not tomorrow. So what do we do in light of these numbers? You know the answer. We vote. That's it. If you go and look at the 538 projection for 2020, it still says ominously that 70% chance of a Biden win and 29% chance of a Trump win are the current numbers. Those are the same numbers that Hillary versus Trump had in this projection in 2016. It means either person could win, and it means every vote needs to be cast, and it means you need a plan for how to vote. Again, we have resources that we have been posting on usa.gov and vote.org. Figure out if you are registered, what is your polling place, is there early voting, how do you register for an absentee ballot, how do you track the status of your absentee ballot. Have a plan. We can't take anything for granted, but this one Fox News poll, and again, the Senate, we're really looking at that Senate where Democrats need to pick up a few seats. And if we lose the Alabama seat, the Doug Jones seat, that'll be one extra seat that needs to be picked up to take control. There is a path. There is a path to Democrats taking the Senate. And if Democrats were to take the Senate, keep the House, and defeat Donald Trump, it would be one of the biggest defeats for the Republican Party in history. Making a president a one-term president is tough. Bill Clinton did it to George H.W. Bush, but it is not super common. The power of incumbency is called the power because it is powerful. We've got a lot to do. We've got a lot to work on. Phone banking, get out the vote, so on and so forth. We'll be here with you through and beyond the election. Make sure you're getting the daily audio podcast. Carry it around with you in your pocket on any one of your favorite podcasting apps, be it iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Pandora, Google Play, and let me know what you're seeing in your state on Twitter, where you can find me at Pakman. One of our sponsors today is Vincero Watches, and they're giving you 15% off everything in the store when you go to davidpakman.com/watch. If you're a guy looking for the perfect way to refresh your style, one of the best investments you can make is in a high quality wristwatch. Vincero is an American company that has made it possible for everyday people to afford a premium watch. Almost everything they sell is within the range of about $200, but it'll look like you spent a lot more. All of their watches are made in small batches from top quality materials, and they just look great. I went on their site and picked out a watch from their Icon Automatic collection. The one I got is in mesh matte black, and I love it. It's simple, sleek, elegant, goes great with just about anything I'm wearing, and I've gotten a ton of compliments on it. You'll get 15% off everything in their store when you go to davidpakman.com/watch, and I've put that link right underneath this video.